Hello YouTube, and welcome to my very first video. This is my d10s, a channel for top 10s lists centered around two of my favorite things, board games and tabletop RPGs. I am your host, Sean, aka DMDC. DM because I am a Dungeon Master and Game Master, and DC for my middle and last initials. Now today's top 10 is special because we'll be looking at my top 10 favorite DMsCrafters. Now in case you don't know what a DMcrafter is, they are dungeon masters that craft their own terrain for their tabletop games. Most of them use free and inexpensive materials from around their house. A few may use slightly more pricey tools like foam cutters and the like. But all are usually very accessible. Now, a disclaimer, I did do crafting years back when I first caught on to some of their videos, but various life events have caused me to put my crafting on hold, and most of my materials and crafts that I've done are in storage at this point. Now, I have done a tiny bit of crafting since then, but nothing major yet. So I do hope to get back into the full swing of crafting for my table, and eventually I'd love to showcase the things that I've crafted once I get them out of storage and finish them up. But for this video, we're going to look over a list of my favorite crafters. So the criteria for this list is not on a basis of skill or anything like that, but rather a few factors. One, overall familiarity. There are a few in this list that I only recently discovered. The rest I've been familiar for a while and have been subscribed to them for a long time. So number 2 is going to be creativity. This is basically just going to be how neat I think their ideas are, which all of these crafters have lots of neat ideas. So number 3 is going to just be my overall fondness for their videos. I've watched many of the crafters at the top part of this list numerous times. So coming in at number 10, John at Tabletop WitchCRAFT. Now John primarily uses foam. He has a bunch of videos for terrain, traps, and minis. And it has some very impressive pieces. So definitely check them out. And at number 9 we have AJ Pickett at the Mighty Gluestick. So AJ uses cardboard as well, like many of the crafters, but rather than using paints, he likes to use art textures that he prints out and then glues them on with a glue stick. He's got a lot of videos though on monster lore as well, for D&D 5th edition. So he reviews some of the iconic creatures like the D&D Lich and Oozes. He's got many more of those. And coming in at number 8 we have Miniature Mashup. So miniatures are a great thing to have on the table, but they can get expensive, especially pre-painted miniatures. Many can go for collector's prices ranging from $25 to even $70. Miniature Mashup takes old, cheap, and free things like old toys, things you would get at the dollar store, and then mashing them together to create one awesome miniature. So a lot of tips on just making all kinds of miniatures. He has a variety of techniques, and it takes it step by step on how to build your miniatures. So coming in at number 7 we have WitchCRAFT. He uses simple techniques to construct some very awesome terrain. Here's a few of the things that he's built on his channel. WitchCRAFT uses cardboard and foam along with other bits from around the house for quick but cool projects. And at number 6 we have Chris at Crooked Staff Terrain. Now Chris is a wonderful artist who provides tutorials for using his art textures to craft dungeon tiles, miniatures, and dungeon decor out of simple materials, primarily cardboard. His textures are available at DriveThruRPG. They are pay what you want, so you can get them for free. He actually usually says in his videos to just download them for free. But I would encourage you, if you do like the textures, send a little his way. And I'll include a link to his textures on DriveThruRPG down below. It'll be under Crooked Staff Publishing. At number 5, Nathan at Crafting Times, or I think as it's known now, Earl T. Gray TV. So Nathan also uses cardboard as his primary medium. He has a wonderful series that showcases his tiles for the Pathfinder Beginner's Box build. This was actually the series of video that got me inspired to want to try and make videos. Specifically this series that he showcased his tiles that he crafted for the Beginner's Box build. Now it's not so much a tutorial as more of a vlog, I would say, about his crafting journey. But his tiles are amazing. He's currently working on a very big project for an old school module, The Keep on the Borderlands. And then he also has another neat channel called Gluestick and Chill, where he hosts live streams and discussions. So definitely check him out. But number 4, we have Professor Dungeon Master at DMsCraft and his pal Deathbringer. His channel is all about playing a great game of D&D and other role-playing games. He's got some amazing crafts, including what he calls his ultimate dungeon terrain. He also has a lot of tips on running a great game. We've had a few discussions in the comments sections of his videos. Great guy to talk to. Definitely check him out. Number 3, Wyloch at Wyloch's Armory. Now he primarily uses chipboard as his medium. He has a lot of great tutorials, very precise. One thing I really love is his 1.25-inch grid idea. And then for those that like 3D printing, he's actually got a partnership with Heroes Horde, and they sell his true tiles, as he refers to them. So he's got several lines of true tiles. Definitely check those out. So I highly recommend visiting his channel. At number 2, we have Garreth at the DMG.info. DMG has a huge library of great videos. Started off with cardboard, like many crafters did. He was actually the second crafter I ever came across and started watching. I really loved his modular tiles idea. Started making those right away, right after seeing his videos. He has built up a lot of techniques to build on a low budget. He's got tons of great tips and ideas and very funny videos. Highly recommend it. First off is going to be Broken Terrain, one of those that I just recently discovered. And then also the Crafting Muse with V. Next will be Allan at Allan. And then Landvaettr's Lair. And then Ginny D, I included as an honorable mention on this list, mostly for her the costumes and trinkets that she does, but she is also an avid D&D player. And then we have the Terrain Wizard. Next we have PJ at Roll for Damage. And I have Nate at WASD20. So I included Nate because he doesn't do a lot of terrain, but he does have a lot of tips and how-tos about drawing maps to use in your RPGs, and that's why I included him here. So at number 1, this will probably come as no surprise to those who have watched any of the crafters on our list, and that will be Scotty at the DMsCraft, the Grandmaster himself. Now, Scotty is the originator of the 2.5D method for crafting tiles using cardboard. These were actually the first videos that I started watching for crafting terrain for your tabletop. In fact, it was actually his 2.5D trees that got me into crafting in general. I was running a game, I needed some trees for an outdoor scenario, and I didn't really know how to feature trees on the tabletop, and his 2.5D trees were perfect. I would definitely recommend checking out DMsCraft. He has a ton of videos. You'll have lots to watch. Lots of great ideas, simple tricks to make things very quickly. So definitely check out the DMsCraft. Alright, so that is our list. If you like this video, give it a like. And if you'd like, subscribe. I hope you continue to play more games. I hope you have a safe time out there. Take care, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.